Hey guys, welcome back to another 5D transmission. Topic of today, I love it so much. Thank you all of you for choosing it. It's embodying your multidimensional self while also enjoying your human experience. I have so much to share. You can see here all the material I downloaded for you, and I hopefully remember it all. So first of all, I want to express that I also deal with this. And mostly because the moment I got to see my galactic family and I saw them in my third eye, it was this beautiful blue being with brown hair standing next to a starship in the forest. I also saw a gray being and I felt their love and their essence and their light, and I was like, wow, this is super real. The feeling was far beyond anything I have ever experienced on Earth. So obviously I wanted to be there with them. I wanted to exit Earth and I was like, take me with you. I want to go in all these Star Galactic adventures, which is not that different from what happened in these movies like Star Wars. But then I had to remember, and that goes to my first point. I had to remember that I chose to have this human experience. I chose to come back for either two reasons. And it may be the same for you. Number one, I got bored of all that oneness, of experiencing that much bliss and just being energy form in all my lifetimes and being the observer. And I wanted to come here and experience myself through you, through other selves. Or number two, I wanted to be a catalyst for other beings, for their expansion, their growth, their ascension, learn some lessons myself, and then spark that light, share my truth. It's fun. It's fun when you get to remember, and you're here because you're remembering. So when you know that, you're just like, okay, this was my decision. What can I do right now here on Earth to express that? And that's how you find this purpose. Sometimes you don't need to do anything. Just by your beingness, just by being that little particle ray of light, you bring joy to everybody that encounters you, because your aura has a positive effect on everyone you see, touch, or it's around you. That's number one. Number two, what activities spark joy in you? If you're from the Palladian star seeds like me, you may enjoy music, dancing, singing, painting, drawing, giving and receiving love like I'm doing right now. If you're from the Arcturians starseed family, you must enjoy philosophy, quantum physics, reading books, something that makes you create, build, doing puzzles, creating your business, working on something that requires a lot of attention. If you know what sparks joy in you, try doing more of that. Maybe right now we're in quarantine, so you have a lot of time to try to decipher what brings you joy and do more of that in your house with all this time in your hands. But when you're not in quarantine, maybe you're in a job you don't enjoy that much, try to use your free time to see which activities are in alignment with your higher self and do more of that. Because in that moment, you're going to be in such a high vibration that you're going to be able to use that energy to create anything you want. And that brings me to my point number three. Remember that you are in a hologram. You're playing a game. This is not supposed to be dense. Earth is really dense, but when you have this multidimensional perspective and you're embodying your higher self, you know you're just playing. So you can create with enough self-belief and enough persistence and enough action, because we're not in the higher realms when we have a thought, it instantly manifests in physical reality. There is some process you have to go through. You have to keep overriding and crystallize the frequency. You can read more about that in my book. That is for free on my website if you want to know more about the manifestation process. But you can create, do, or have anything you want. And maybe at first it won't be as easy because you need to go through some obstacles which are self-imposed. All obstacles are illusions. And when you realize that, the obstacle disappears. So you may have to deal with some self-sabotage, who knows, limiting beliefs that you have to overcome or learn some lessons. But when you go through that, finally, you're going to see that manifestation in the physical plane. And how fun is that? How fun is to know that everything you can think of, you can create. And the more you can see your creations manifested, the more confidence you're going to get, and the more you're going to be able to create. So yeah, that's number three. Number four, keep your emotions in check. This is something really important that I have to deal with too. I'm still a human, and although I have this amazing and blissful connection with my guides that you can also have, or most of you also have, you still experience the human emotions. So if you feel less preferable emotion, because there's not such thing as positive or negative, everything is just an experience of consciousness, it's part of consciousness, so it's valid, but you don't prefer it, you don't want to experience it, just pull yourself out and realize, remember, you're in a game, you're in a dream, you're in a hologram. So this is not real. What is this situation trying to teach me? Say thank you, so you neutralize the frequency. I cannot go instantly from 0 to 100 to feel maybe sad or dissatisfaction or anger and then instantly feel bliss. If you can do that, amazing, go you. But if not, first you feel neutrality. You go back to the 0 point. You say thank you higher self, thank you for showing me what I need to transcend, what I need to transmute to get to my next level of expansion. And then try to do something like I shared in option number 2, something that brings you joy. It can be watching more of my videos, can be somebody else that you resonate with their content that makes you happy. I used to really love a lot of Abraham Hicks, like she really brought a lot of positive energy on me. Or this really works for me, I love to get out of myself. So I just call someone, I call a friend and I'm like, hey, how are you doing? How's your life? And I truly give them my full attention and presence so I can let go of that distorted thinking. And then when I finish that call, I'm not only not in my problem, imaginary illusion, I'm just happy that I gave something of myself to someone. I was of service. I was holding space for that person. So that really works for me. Maybe you can try it, but you know better which things makes you feel good, makes you feel alive. So just do that until you can override the frequency and feel good again. Okay, number 5. Be present with everything you do. If you're here, you already know that time is an illusion. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is the eternal now. So right now, I'm talking to you, you're my whole universe. When you're washing your car, when you're doing your dishes, when you're cleaning your house, that activity is your whole universe. When you're sharing with your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your family, that is your entire universe. So be super present in everything you do. Next time you wash the dishes, put on some music, dance, call someone and put them on speaker so you enjoy the activity. For me, let's see what's the thing I don't enjoy to do that much. It would be maybe cleaning my cat's litter. When I do it, I don't really want to do it. But what I practice is I'm doing it, changing my thinking, being like, I love my cats. I would love for them to have a clean litter so they can go to the bathroom and they bring joy to my house. So switching the thinking when you do some activity and just feel joy in every moment. Why? Because it's not that when I finally reach this goal, I'm gonna feel happy. Or when I finish the work I don't wanna do and I'm finally enjoying my Netflix movie, I'm gonna feel joy. Every second of your existence, of your life here on earth, should be something that makes you happy. So stop thinking that the next thing is gonna bring you happiness, the next trip, the next high. No, the moment right now, that's the moment, that's all, that's the realization. It's removing the obstacles, the illusions that you are not it, because realize that you're it. You are already it. That's number 5. And number 6, keep aiming for the stars. Realize that you already ascended, you're just dreaming your ascension, you're experiencing your ascension. So you may have this communication with your galactic family in your meditations, astral traveling, in remote viewing, however you have this connection, enjoy it, love it, but don't get to that moment that I shared with you at the beginning that you just wanted to exit Earth. No, it's just receive the information, receive the downloads, what are you gonna do with that? Create art with it in the physical plane. Become a happier person, feel more grateful, do gratitude lists. Feel that energy that you're able to receive from your higher self and from your guides as a gift, and then spread that gift in everything that you do and everything that you see. So there you have it. Those are the 6 things that you can do to enjoy more your human experience. My favorite of those 6 things was number 3. And I usually suggest to everyone I talk to, all of you that have book sessions, practice, 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 because adopting that perspective that you're powerful and you can create anything, and getting out of those turbulent moments and really realigning yourself into your higher self and into that true essence of you and creating new things. It takes practice, and we can have some distractions, some holograms of our own creation bumping up, so they're tests and catalysts for our own expansion. So just have that in mind. Pull yourself out when something triggers you. Say thank you, realize it's a hologram, and do things that makes you feel good. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your presence. Be pending in my stories if you wish to participate in my next poll, and choose the topic that may contribute more for your ascension process. And I'm also announcing that I'm posting these videos in YouTube, so if you wish to rewatch it in the big screen, I love doing that with people I resonate with. You can find me on YouTube as Zen Feminine, the same I have here on Instagram. So thank you so much. I'll see you in my next transmission. Thank you for viewing me from YouTube. I apologize that my sound wasn't that great. I had my microphone here under my hair. I'm just learning how to do this whole thing. So the next one will be better. I'm gonna drop down there some links. One for my Instagram if you wish to participate in the next poll and choose which topic will contribute more in your ascension process. Also, a link to my website if you want to read more about the manifestation process. It's in my book for free. And that would be all for today. See you in my next transmission.